Hello guys and welcome to Soccer Robot 956. Today we're going to talk about the Odyssey. Yes, the Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. I got to see this movie in two formats. Standard on Thursday, the Odyssey 2:30. That was the first showing that I saw it in. And then I later saw it yesterday on IMAX. This is laser IMAX. It's not 70 millimeter. Unfortunately, I don't live close by a 70 millimeter. There, I don't know if you see it. IMAX Odyssey. Very faded out, this ticket. Very faded out. They're at the AMC IMAX. My local AMC IMAX. So let's talk about the Odyssey. Let's talk what I liked about the movie, what I didn't like, and what I didn't like is very few. There's not that much things that I did not like about this movie. I do think it's a very good technical achievement from Christopher Nolan. A movie entirely shot on IMAX. That is a great feat for a movie, and that's what I saw yesterday in IMAX. You know, the two formats. I think this movie you need to watch twice. Watch it twice if you can, in standard and in IMAX. You'll get the story, you know, and this movie is rewatchable. It is a very rewatchable film, and I do believe this movie needs to be watched in IMAX. You should watch it in IMAX, and if you have a chance to watch it in 70 millimeter, do it, because it truly is. I mean, according to some testimonies of some people, I didn't have the pleasure to watch it in 70 millimeter IMAX, but I have seen the differences between IMAX and standard, you know, and it is a little bit, you know, you get more spacing, you know, the aspect ratio and whatnot. But as a movie, just as a movie on its own, this movie stands out as one of the most entertaining films from this director. And now I know why he really wanted to adapt this poem from Homer, you know. It is a great film, very rewatchable in the second viewing. First viewing, it's just like first viewing. It's just truly unbelievable. You know, you're watching, you're observing the story, but the second time you appreciate it even more. And that's what I loved about this film. I loved every set piece in this film. Everything from the Cyclops. Everything from the Dead Army, from Hades, you know, that was amazing. I'd never seen Nolan do that ever. And my favorite that caught me off guard is the scenes with Circe. Or I think that's what the name of the lady is, Circe, the one that watched the film. I don't even want to spoil it, but there is a lot of good, juicy moments in the Odyssey, especially that ending. You know, Christopher Nolan is always top notch with his endings, to put the cherry on top of every ending. He does very climactic endings, and the score, he always makes sure he has the perfect score. You know, he collaborates with somebody that can really score him his movie. You know, this time it's Ludwig Göransson, I think that's his name, Ludwig. But everybody's good in this film. Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson. Travis Scott is in this. You know, like this film is an achievement by Nolan. I do believe that you should watch this film with your family. You know, it is a very good, visceral, great film that you could show to your family, you know, and watch it in IMAX how Christopher Nolan intended. But I do believe that this film, I can't find a single flaw in it. I've already watched it twice and there's no flaw that I can find. But I feel like if you like it, it's because you truly appreciate cinema for what it is. You know, the technical, not only the technical, but the beauty of it. You know, the beauty of the picture, the pacing of the story, how it advances, you know. And now I know why Nolan really, really wanted to film this whole movie entirely on IMAX, you know. And the man is a genius that keeps on redeeming himself and making himself more and more out there in filmmaking. You know, as a director, he just wants to do something that is going to challenge him more and more. And not only challenge him, but also getting all the people together. God damn, yesterday it was Monday. It was a freaking Monday at 2 p.m. and it was full. I kid you not, that IMAX showing was full, and that's just laser IMAX. I could imagine 70 millimeter showings. It could be even worse, you know. But it was truly amazing to witness this in a theater, packed. Also on standard. Even on standard, it was full. On the opening day when I watched it on regular standard format, it was full. And that's the power of Nolan. He can really bring people together and say, you know what, here's my modern epic that I want to adapt in IMAX. You want to watch it? Everybody's like, yeah, let's go watch it. He's already put himself out there as one of those directors that truly, truly loves what he does. And I truly appreciate him. I truly appreciate his work. And this has to be one of his best projects ever filmed. Not as, I wouldn't go as far as to say his best story, because he has brought us better stories, you know, but this is his grand opus. You know, I can almost see him being really proud of himself for making this film. But I would like for him to make a horror movie now. Upon watching this film, I'm not the only one that's on my own on this, but I do feel like Nolan would make a really, really good horror film. A good horror film. He likes to do everything, you know, without CGI, practical effects, you know. So I feel like he could do a really good horror movie with practical effects. And that's something that I would like to see him do in his next project. Whatever his next project is, but this truly is a masterpiece that I witnessed in the theater. And I was in disbelief. Not in disbelief, but like I was in total shock when I was sitting down there in the theater witnessing this film and saying, you know what, this is a really good epic IMAX film. And he really knocked it out of the park. So yeah, that's my mini review on the new film by Christopher Nolan, The Odyssey, in theaters now. If you have a chance to go watch this movie, go and do it. Stop wasting your time, man. Thank you guys for watching Soccer Robot 956. I'll see you on the next one.